Next up, we are going to put in a driveway. But first, we need to put in where your house is going to be. So now I went back and forth on this, whether to let you design your own house, find your own house. I just think it'd be easier for us to do it together with the same house. So I've chosen a pretty simple little 2-bedroom. I don't know if this is a neighborhood or, I mean, I guess it is. There's a sidewalk in the street, so this isn't a cabin. This is a very small house. It's an entry-level house. Maybe you and your best friend were given some money by your grandpa, and he's like, hey, build a house in this neighborhood. I own this lot, and this is what you can afford. So you'll be happy because we're going to go into detail on the house as well. You're going to be happy that it's not a mansion. I know you want to build a mansion. The measurements, I wrote them down, 30 feet by 31 and a fourth. So it is, and let me check my phone just to make sure it's the right way. It's 30 feet wide. So where do you want your house? Do you want it in the very, very far in the back by the fence? So you're far from the road? Do you want it right in the middle? So your front yard and backyard are about the same size. Do you want it pretty close to the sidewalk, so you have a huge backyard that you could fill with trees, a swimming pool, tennis court, whatever? Kind of your choice, you know. You do have to have a driveway, so you can't put the house right next to the sidewalk. So you might have a short driveway. That's fine. That's fine. I tend to like to kind of be away from the street, but if I have a neighbor behind me, then I also don't want my house right by the fence. So I'm going to go, you know, somewhere in the middle-ish, but I think I would like a little bit larger front yard. Typically, the backyards are bigger in real life. I think I would like it a little bit different. I would think I would like a smaller backyard and a bigger front yard, so I'm just farther away from the street. So what I did is I clicked and let go. I clicked and let go of the mouse, and I just kind of rolled the mouse off to the side and let it sit there. I'm going to type in 30 apostrophe comma 31 apostrophe 4 inches, enter. Okay, and there's my shape. And just to see if it did what I wanted it to do, we always want to use a dimension line, so I want you to do that as well. Let's see what I have. 30 feet deep by 31 and 4 inches. So excellent. That's exactly what we wanted. Cool. And so that is the size of the house that we're going to build. It's a fairly small little place, but it does fit on this lot nicely. So that's cool. You'll have plenty of yard. And what we want to do is take our push-pull tool, and we're going to go up, and we're going to type in 18 inches. Okay, 18 inches. So this is going to be the concrete slab that your house sits on. So I want you to go over to where concrete is. What was that road? That was probably the road stuff. Brick. No, it was up here. Asphalt and concrete. Yeah. So we just need concrete. Let's see what we got here. Concrete form 4.8. This was concrete aggregate smoke. I don't know what looks better. Yeah, not that. I think that one looks good. So a concrete color, that is our concrete slab. It is standard to put the concrete slab 18 inches up from the ground. That is so it's off the ground and will protect your house. Also, it keeps the house in place and kind of insulates it from the ground. So if there was flooding or deep snow, 18 inches is usually pretty good for that. So there are different ways to do foundations. You may have seen two boards. They're called foundation forms or footing forms that they put down, and they pour concrete between the wood, and then when it cures or dries, they pull the wood away, and you're left with these footings that are where the walls will be. When you do that, you can also have a crawl space under the house because there'll be room. Here, it's concrete everywhere, so it's a lot sturdier, but you can't put like the pipes and things underneath. Those have to be off to the side or somewhere else. So pros and cons, but for us, I think concrete slab may be the easiest. Honestly, I did think about doing it the other way, but just doing an 18-inch tall. And by the way, let's do a dimension line. Always, we want to make sure this should be 18 inches, which is 1 foot 6 inches. Yes, so we're good there, and that'll be our foundation. Now, there is no garage. Let me show you the house. So here it is. It is a kind of a cute little cottage with a front porch, also has a back porch. There's no rooms upstairs. Those are just fake windows. Well, they're real windows, but there's no room up there. They let in light, but it's a vaulted ceiling. So that's the floor plan we're going to work with. Very simple. Living room, dining room together, kitchen, 2 bedrooms, and a bathroom. Not even a laundry room. The washer and dryer are stacked in a closet. It's a very small, cute little cottage. That's what it looks like at night. By the way, this is probably done in SketchUp, the professional version, where the trees look more real and everything looks a little more real. So ours won't ever look quite that good, but it will look pretty close. So this is just a side view and the front view drawings, the other side view. I'm not sure if that was the front or the back right there, but so that's what it looks like, and that might help you visualize. So my point is there's no garage. So do you want to park the cars right in front of your house, or do you want to park them off to the side? Now, if I'm going to sit on my front porch in my rocking chair, whatever, to enjoy the weather, the view, I don't want my cars parked right here. So I personally am going to put mine off to the side. So let's go ahead and do I want it right next to the house? Probably. So this will not be the same as the street out front. It does not need to be that wide. So I'm also trying to I'm visualizing what I want in the future. Do I want a flower bed here or any trees, or do I want to just do concrete and have my cars parked right up next to the house? Or do I want the cars to park away from the house? And then what's the point? What's here? Is there a walkway? Is there what exactly? So I think what I'm going to do is, and I'm going to let you choose where you put the driveway, but I do want you to make the driveway 15 feet wide. So draw a line 15 feet wide. It's plenty wide for sure. And then we're going to take it all the way out to the street. So I need to change my view. Make sure it's green right there until it touches the sidewalk. Click. And then from here, I can just go green out to the sidewalk. Click. So that's my driveway. It's not quite as wide as the street, but it is pretty close. I'm going to choose, it can be a different color concrete. I mean, it is a driveway. It probably should be the same as the sidewalk. Yeah. Well, it doesn't, that's not true. I don't need to say that. It doesn't have to be, but that's the same as the street. I really don't want it the same as the street. It could be. What about gravel? So gravel was under landscaping. I've got like pea gravel, ground cover, crushed rock. So any of these might look good. So try that. It doesn't look any really different. I don't like the repeating patterns on some of these. On a large section like this, it looks kind of dumb. That's not bad though. And I do kind of like everything to look different. It looks like concrete to me. It doesn't really look like gravel. If I zoom in, it looks more like bark. Oh, I could go fancy. Ooh, we could go fancy. So anyway, my point. Paint your driveway anything you want. I don't care. Paint it purple. I really don't care. You're not graded on that. You're not even graded on the sidewalk colors. You just have to have it painted. But if you want it to look realistic, you got some choices here. And I'm going to go ahead and just go through a few. I think I found the one I like, and I think I really just liked like the flagstone, whatever that's called. Yeah, it's called flagstone. Pavers. Paver stone walk. That's a walkway. Looks like a little too much. But there's also this. That's too much. Too busy. So my favorite was this one. Yeah, I think that's my favorite. And I like the fact that everything's different. My foundation is different than my driveway. My sidewalk is different, and the street is different. That looks really cool. And we're pretty much ready to build the house. And the last thing we're going to do for this episode is go to the 3D warehouse. So you can close materials. And we're going to go to the 3D warehouse. And we're going to type in mailbox. And we want it to be a cool mailbox. So go ahead and pick. Oh, there's some interesting ones. So pick one that matches your style. Pick one that you like. There's all kinds. Yep. Just pick one. So I'll probably just pick a standard kind of cool mailbox, normal. That one's red. That's kind of neat, different. That one's traditional. Oh, that one's kind of classy. I'm going to do that one, mailbox. It's going to download it. Okay, great. Guess what we get to do? We get to scale it. So mailboxes, where should we put it? Mine out front of my house is on the sidewalk, which is weird, but it is. And it's kind of at the edge of the sidewalk. I'm surprised it's not on my property, but I think it's so that the mailman, mail person, mail lady in my case, can reach it. So I'm going to click there. I need to do a couple things. What do you think those are? A, rotate it. B, scale it. So while I have this box around it, I'm going to click on the rotate tool and click on the top of the box. Click, move my mouse, click again. Okay, no, that didn't like that. It didn't like where it was. I need to click on, I need to rotate it. That was weird. I'm going to put it right on this flat surface right here. Click and rotate. But man, that swings it out wide. I don't really know why it's doing that. It's almost like there's another piece somewhere, but I don't think there is. So I'm going to try it again. I'm going to try to be right in the middle. There we go. I guess right in the middle is the trick. So right in the middle so it doesn't pivot. And then I'm going to go to scale. Scale tool. Bink. Green dots. And then drag down. How tall should a mailbox be? Great question. That's a great question, Mr. Johns. Let's Google it. Height of mailbox. Now, these are things that I would not do with Tech 7 or Tech 8, but we are doing to be realistic. So the standard height for a mailbox is 41 to 45 inches. Okay, so 41 to 45 inches. From the road surface or sidewalk to the bottom of the mailbox or the point of mail entry. So 41 inches to the bottom of the mailbox. So keep that in mind. We have to measure that. So we're going to, it's probably not even close to that small. So move it to where you think it's about 41 inches. I'm going to try to get it, over where I want it. Don't put it in the way. Well, I'm going to put it over here, so I don't run it over with my car. And remember, the easiest way to move something is grab it by the corner and then bring it to another corner. And that's the easiest way to just move something. That looks pretty good there. Now we need to measure it. So, and remember, it can be between 41 and 45. Is that what it said? 41 to 45. So what I'm going to do is use the temporary measuring tape. And I'm going to click on the bottom and go to the bottom of the mailbox. Oh, one foot? No. That can't be right. That does not look right. That cannot be right. 1 foot. There's no way that's 1 foot, right? Nope, there's no way. Let's go over to, for me, I'm going to go over to model information. I'm going to go to my length units. It's architectural, so I should be getting like 3 feet. I could try, I don't know. I don't know if it matters. I'm going to go ahead and try this again. 22, yeah, that's what it says. That is not, how is that even possible? Oh, well, if that's 18 inches over there, then I guess it could be. Yikes. Okay. Okay, so in that case, here's what I'm going to do. Mr. Johns would recommend you do this. Pencil tool, click, go straight up blue, type in 41 inches. Enter. Wow. Okay. All right. Gotcha. So I was off. And, you know, sometimes you have to trust the numbers. So I'm going to go ahead and scale this. Click it. And now I know how tall it should be. I'm going to scale it up until the bottom of the mailbox. That just seems huge to me, but it's okay. Trust it. Trust it. I need to find that line. And I need to make sure that I am at the top of the line. And maybe I should have put that off to the side because now I can't really see it. So, it's sticking out there, but I can't see it. So I'm going to move the whole thing over. There we go. And remember, 41 to 45 is fine. I don't have to be... yeah, that's good. If that's 41... Oh, I have to be taller, though. It has to be at least 41. So let's go ahead and click Scale. Let's make it just a little bigger. It just has to be 41... Let's just put it right above that line. Then we know we're about 41. Yeah, right there. So 41 to 45. So there we go. I mean, I'm within 41 to 45. So I'm not going to measure this, guys, when I grade yours, but I want you to make it the right height, the right scale. That just looks big, but I think once I get the house, but I guess the house is really small, and that's what threw me off. Usually I'm making houses that are massive for fun, about the size of this whole lot. So there we have it. We have a street. We have a sidewalk. And by the way, they're raised up. So we've got what, 4 inches here, 8 inches here. The ground is brought up. The driveway at this point is not brought up. Should we bring it up an inch? Probably. Let's click on the driveway. Let's bring it up 1 inch. Okay, just click up 1 inch. Just gives it a little bit of height. I don't know if we need to do that, but it is flagstone. Flagstone would be elevated. Oh, but now it's above the sidewalk. Never mind. Undo. Let's pretend like the flagstone is sunk into the grass, into the ground. We're gonna be okay with that. Okay. So that's what we have for now. And by the time, for this one, I would like a screenshot. We did a lot here. I want to make sure you're keeping up. So right here is a good angle. Go ahead and take a screenshot of this so I can see everything on the lot so far and email that to me, please. Notice I can also see, I'm going to change my format back to architectural. I can also see that I am 150 feet. My front yard is 100. My whole yard is 150 feet. And I also would like to see, let's add, since I can't see it, let's add a dimension line up front. I just need to be able to see how wide it is, just to verify you're 60 feet. Now, I'm a little over 60 feet. I need to figure out why, but we'll call that good. It's probably something in my fencing down there. I'll fix it. You know I will. That should say 60 feet. So 150 by 60 feet. If it's not, fix it, squeeze it, move it in. get it fixed, then send me the screenshot. And if you need help, ask. All right, that's good progress. I'll catch you next time. For now, Mr. Johns is out.